to sing, dance, pretend, and I like to have fun.
Okay, so I was counting the funds in that, and I think that we were cheated by at least 7 funds. I think that we like 7 more funds than that kid does.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think we have 7 more funds than that kid gets to.
You know, and I think that's what you're going to have with us this week hanging out. We got a action-packed, jam-slammed, dunking on the side of the Grand Canyon show for you guys.
Big man going to the hole?
Big man going to the hole night. I mean, and we'll be doing it all night.
Going to the rim, that's right.
Let's see, what do we got going on? Okay, how was your week, man? Let's do a quick catch-up.
Yeah, it's been a pretty awesome week. Aside of work, that's been fine, but I was lucky enough to be invited by you and a good friend of ours and a good friend of the show, Sean Pettit, to go see the Weird Al Yankovic concert at the Hollywood Bowl with an entire orchestra, the Philharmonic playing behind him the entire time.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it. I really, really did. I think I agreed with you. There was one song that I was less than impressed with.
Is it the one that they reworked kind of into nothing?
Was it the one?
Oh wait, you're talking about the Lady Gaga.
The Lady Gaga one, yeah. where he put on the giant monster costume.
Okay, so it was here's what I think of that show, man. It was like for nerds. I mean, I should have expected that, but it was fucking crazy, the nerdiest concert I've ever gone to in my life.
Oh yeah.
There was nobody, 0 people just mulling about having a nice time, like having fun conversations with people. Every concert I go to, like, there's people who are like mulling about, kind of like at the entrance or like just talking around, goofing around, like
nope.
You know, having a good time.
Everybody was in their seat.
They're all like, the master's about to come on stage.
Yep.
This is the epitome of every shitty thing I've ever had said to me in my life. Nerd power tonight.
But what did you think then, though, about the show?
It was okay. It was okay. You know, he relies a lot on gimmicks.
Sure.
The costuming and, I mean,
I did like the stuff that was in between the costume changes.
The videos,
all the videos of all the stuff with all the pop culture stuff.
Career retrospective, like everything he's ever appeared in. Here he is on this, and here he is on that.
Pretty much.
Here's some television show making fun of him, even if he's not here.
Right. Right.
He really is kind of the butt of a lot of nerd jokes. For
Absolutely.
Sure. The whole time, though, man, I'm sitting there and like I'm having like an ogre moment from like Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
I'm like, nerds. Like these people, these weren't like the people who ironically listen to Weird Al. Like, oh, that's funny. These were actual like
true fans.
True fucking fans, man. I really felt bad for a lot of the people who were there.
I really felt bad for my ears at one point because there was that dude about 2 rows back and a little bit over to the side that was singing every song off key. I mean, he was just pitch deaf. He just wasn't able to get himself in the right key. Yeah. And so it was just like, okay, dude, that's enough of listening to you sing. I'm here to hear Weird Al.
Well, every day this week, my wife is out of town right now. Like she's headed off to Hawaii for a week with her best friend.
Right.
So every day this week, I've gone out to a concert or I've done something else. I've been having a pretty fun
so
week.
Okay, you started off with Weird Al.
Yeah, so Weird Al, it was Nerd City, man, fucking Nerd City. But what made me want to talk about other shows is that asshole who's in the crowd with you. Like there was that guy who was singing just terribly.
Yeah.
I went to a concert for a band that was important 50 years ago, a group called the Yardbirds.
Right.
And eventually they kind of turned into Led Zeppelin, but none of those people are with them. But they own the rights to playing these songs.
Right.
So the only way they get to hear them live is to go hear these concerts.
I believe you told me that only one person from the original band was still there.
So this drummer, I don't know his name, man, but he was this old dude, and like he was the quietest drummer I've ever heard in my life. And I'm in the 4th row. It's not like I was in the back of the Coliseum or I was super far away at a big venue. I was in the 4th row, and I was like, what are you drumming? What are you doing? He's just this old guy, and he's just
a bump.
So it was like senior citizen home drumming, but the rest of the band, dope. It was all these young guys who came in and did a shreddier version than what existed 50 years ago. So all
Right.
these great songs like For Your Love and I'm a Man and a bunch of stuff that turned into Led Zeppelin hits, these guys ripped apart. So it was a great show. But here's what happened, okay? So it's a bunch of old people at this concert.
Right.
And I go with my mom's ex-boyfriend, who's this, he was the guitarist in my band. He's a black guy. That's all. That's the only important part of the story, okay? Like, I'm sorry it's about race, but he's a black guy. So there's a white guy who's 2 seats over, and he's drunk, and he's kind of like an old man, and like he really wanted to make sure that we knew that he is not a racist,
Right.
And he is glad that Ike is there,
Right.
So like he was just all about like, oh, I have black friends doing this, and we all dance to the same music.
Everything he said was the exact opposite of what he meant. Is what you're saying? I mean,
None of it felt genuine.
Right.
That this was his real feelings. That like, oh, I'm glad that I'm in the 4th row next to this black guy.
I have a black friend, and he right now is out doing this.
It was more like I have a friend that has a black friend, and he seems pretty cool.
Right.
So, like, it was really odd. It was odd. But yeah, man, that guy was there and ruined it. I went to a no, it doesn't matter. I was saying, you assholes are ruining these things for good people.
Right.
Hey, we're actually gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back to the other side, and I want to bring in some other people who I know from doing my shows here. You guys will see they're like special guests. They've done our show before, half because like one got sick and couldn't do it.
Right.
But they're here now, and we're gonna bring them in because I respect their time and I don't want to waste it. So stick around on the other side. 2 minutes. We'll be back with Pauly and Monks.
All right.
All right, great.
You ran from home and you're on the street. You've been ripped off, you've been used, and you could be killed. There is a way out. There is a way off the street. Not tomorrow, but now. Runaway Hotline will get you off the street. Call Runaway Hotline, toll free, anytime, day or night. Runaway Hotline gets your message to those who care. Call now and get off the street.
Hi, I'm Hanny from Lady Pants, and you're watching the top 10 women who are killing it in comedy. Congratulations, number 9, Kristen Wiig. If Kristen Wiig's rise to deserved stardom has taught us anything, it's how a proud parent must feel when watching their kid in the toilet for the first time. In the 8 years since joining the cast of SNL, she has managed to earn 2 Emmy nominations, write, produce, and star in one of the highest-grossing female-led comedies of all time, and star in 5 $150 million movies in 1 year. Everybody wants her and she never disappoints. She's gorgeous but awkward and has the perfect balance of bringing all of herself to every role, yet simultaneously immersing herself completely in the character. She was still playing characters named Tuck Shop Employee when she was 33, relatively dead by Hollywood standards, and at the ripe old age of 43, she is a heroine to us all. Only a few more to go. Keep watching.
Jason Stewart here for Zinna TV. On the show Absolutely Jason Stewart every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Big guests, everyone from the gayest to gay to the straightest to straight. David, what was his name?
He's absolutely Jason. He's absolutely gay. He'll absolutely brighten up.
Here we are back on Grand Theft Auto on Zinna.tv, the name that shall stand the test of time.
Test of time, indeed.
Test of time, Zinna.tv. Here joining me today, I got to meet these gentlemen as I used to be the like the booth operator, doing all the stuff in that other room over there at T Radio V, and I got to do my show there. But now I've been moved over to Zinna.tv. And these guys have also just recently been moved over to Zinner.tv. They have a great show that is Thursdays. I think it's 6 p.m. If it's still in the
Good
same
memory.
slot. All right. And I love their show. It's very fun and bouncy, and it's very enjoyable. Their hosts, ladies and gentlemen, Pauly and Monks.
Thanks for having us.
How you guys
I like how
doing?
you were called
Look at us on that. It's weird being in this.
Oh, together
Sure.
in the same shot.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have to share the stage here.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for playing that sexy music because I know it's just for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure. Like a
Booth operator.
booth operator. Hilarious.
Jake was a booth operator.
Hilarious. So you guys were in here today special, I guess, doing like an extra episode. In case you ever aren't here in the future,
We're
you
usually
can
on
fill 'em
Thursdays
in.
at 6.
Sure.
You're right.
We're usually on Thursdays at 6, but we're leaving town tomorrow
Oh.
for a gig, so we had to we moved our show to Wednesday this
Sure.
week.
What is the gig you're heading out of town for?
Instead of leaving Las Vegas, we're
We're going
Going
to
to
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh, that's
for,
good. That's a different movie for
Yeah,
sure.
it's a private event.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of
Sure.
fun. I
Yeah.
love Las Vegas.
I know that you get to do a lot of like emceeing out at different events. You guys would
Absolutely.
do like out at the fair.
good
and,
memory. yeah,
um,
we did that one this past
We
June.
just did that one. We do a lot of prides around the country.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of beauty pageants.
Yeah, those were interesting. You brought on this beautiful girl once.
Yeah.
As like I guess she was your
Elizabeth Suffrage.
Yeah, the owner here was like mouth agape, standing in the other room, like.
Still French, she's gorgeous. We hosted the Miss something pageant together.
Miss California.
California.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
My sister was involved in that. She was like Miss West Hollywood.
That's so
Was she?
cool.
Yeah, then she went on to like the Miss California shows and stuff. My favorite picture in my entire life, I'll have to bring it in. I'll insert it somehow later into this episode, is me on a dance floor with all the contestant girls. It's like I'm the only guy that's out there, and like that's my favorite picture of me. Like I
Those are good
odds.
odds, Jake.
I want to
Yeah.
be with you on a dance.
And I gotta say, I got nothing that night. I'm sure that I was gonna get like so much tail, but no, they figured out that they had like pride or something.
Right. Oh.
I'll give you tail.
Oh well, thank you.
The girl that was in here, by the way, the one you're talking about, was Miss World.
Miss World, yeah.
Wow.
She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
You know, I'll say it like very Trumponian. She was very well spoken, and you know, she has a lot more skills than just looking good.
yeah,
Like-
she wasn't
Oh,
too
yeah.
polished. Like she was actually like a normal.
Yeah,
girl,
she was very
too.
nice.
Yeah,
you know?
very nice.
Very very nice. So who do you guys have on your show this week?
We have the producers. They produce the Justin Bieber roast. They produce.
Oh, really?
Cocktails with Chloe.
America's Best Dance Crew.
America's Best Dance Crew, and they produce a new show called The Chadwick Journals coming up. There used to be a show on Here TV, which was kind of like Logo's competitor, like a gay network, called The DL Chronicles, about like there used to be this term called DL for like.
So it was like a download.
On the down low,
So that
right.
used to be the term.
Not
called down low.
Disneyland. DL stands for something
Hot-
completely different.
Hot guys on
What's
the down low.
what's the new term then?
Double life?
Double life.
Double life.
It's still DL.
DL
why
is
did they
just
come
kind
up
of
with-
an old term, though.
But why did they come up with like different, like a different initial system? It could have been like SL Second Life.
Yeah, but you can't
I mean-
rename your show after it's been out for like 10 years.
Oh wait, I see. So
Yeah.
so they still call it the DL.
I think. Well, the show is called the DL Chronicles. It's been around for a while.
They
so
could just
But
hire
it's now
Mr.
the
Hughley,
double
right?
life, right?
Yeah, sure.
Just get Mr. DL Hughley to be.
Absolutely.
they should have done that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to be all about your guests. You guys have a fun segment you do on your show with your guests, though, where you play like games and stuff.
Yeah, we do.
And you're the game master.
I am the game master,
Where-
and the game master
Jake's
is
memory
always
is
right.
Jake's
Always
memory
right.
is surprisingly
Al-
sharp.
Always. Sure, I mean, I get high a lot.
I
but
remember
like,
nothing.
Sure. So one of the things that we do on our show is this. We do unboxing videos.
Oh,
Are you guys
jeez.
familiar with unboxing videos?
No.
Okay, so
Have you heard of loot crates?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Loot crates.
So this
Is
is
this a loot crate?
this is kind of a rival of theirs called Pro Wrestling Crate.
Okay.
This is their Pro Wrestling Crate from last month.
The boxing is really cool.
Yeah, so like you can see on it says June 2016, Summer of Love. So I opened it up and I hated this box. I was so mad
Okay, well,
because like
Can I say I'm already excited about this pro wrestling crate because on the box it's just like a random mishmash of various things. So there's like a razor blade. There's there's
is that,
brass
knuckles?
There's brass knuckles. There's a guitar. There's a folding chair. So I'm hoping there's a folding chair in here.
That would be nice, you know.
Yeah.
But instead,
That would be a step up from what he actually got in that.
Instead, it's basically crap. Okay, I just opened this up. I'm going to say, okay, so here's my problem with this company. Like, I really love Loot Crate and I love 1UP and all these other companies. But this company is owned by the guy who puts the stuff in the box also.
Oh.
So, which I didn't know. So, like, all he did last month was buy this terrible, cheap knockoff stuff. Open
So
up
this
that
is
box.
not a sponsor of yours.
No.
Because that's why I was like, oh, I love all this. No, I really do
Yeah,
love it. But
Sure, I love the idea of getting something that you don't know what it is.
It's like,
Me
it's like a
too.
present.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a
So-
present to yourself. You have no idea what you're going to be getting, and he's got. We've opened up some ones that have been awesome. Like
Sure.
what was the most recent T-shirt you got?
Well, I got a Rick and Morty
That's right.
shirt
You got the
and,
Rick and
RoboCop
Morty Loot
shirts.
Crate.
Some stuff I liked, you know.
Loot crate.
So I just
Yeah.
open this sticker.
Sure. Yeah,
Are we opening this one together?
Okay, so that was actually already been opened. What I want to compare is, I bet that everything in this box matches the exact same things in that box, just with a different picture on it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure. Cha-ding! I'm already
All
wrong.
right.
It's completely different stuff.
It's different color. We don't know. There is a shirt in there.
Sure. Okay, let's hold up that shirt and show what it said on it. Like, I didn't see how I was going to walk around
I do
like
like this color.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. West Hollywood wearing this.
What does it say?
This shirt says, "Dudes Love Shack." Ow!
Yeah, the
Have
Dudes Love
mercy.
Shack, you know, like,
Dudes love Shack.
yeah, like, I don't know how I was
Monks,
going to.
let's go to the Dudes Love Shack.
Yes.
I think we could both fit in this one.
This is the Dudes Love Shack, but I think for me, the best. First of all, it looks like an outhouse, which
Yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna lie, that happens. Also,
See,
the ow, have mercy is pretty much.
That
I mean,
happens
that's
as
pretty
well.
much.
That's what you hear coming out of the outhouse. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
okay, the shirt on this one says.
That's not that bad. It's Cactus Jack in black and yellow, or I guess it's a brown and yellow.
No words on it, so it's just him.
Nothing. It's just him.
Okay,
It's just a
that's good.
picture of him.
I kind of like that. Who's that?
His guy named Mick Foley, and he has these different characters. He plays Dude Love. He plays Cactus Jack.
All right.
Cactus Jack.
So yeah, different shirt.
All right.
All
If you,
right.
if you were fans of the WWE, he was also Mankind.
Correct.
So if you know,
I know that name. I don't know.
he was
who
the guy
is.
with the leather mask, and he had
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Mr. Sacco
He
as
had
his
the most
puppet.
famous.
Oh,
like,
so we do have something that kind of connects with that
Sure,
in our
sure,
box.
sure.
We have a Sacco the sock puppet pin.
Another Sacco the sock puppet. I'm
Are
gonna
they
put
exactly
those
the
together.
same, or are they wearing different?
Different outfits on.
Yeah, one's got the Cactus Jack shirt on, and one's got the Dude Love shirt
Oh
on.
my gosh! I just found something amazing in the box.
Okay.
It's an air freshener that says "Ow, have mercy." Ow, have mercy.
That is nice,
I
man.
kind of like that. I have some super queer sunglasses in here,
Yes.
but it's like hippie queer.
Sure, and look what it says on the arm of them.
Dude love.
Dude Love.
It's like,
Like,
look,
Dude love.
Look,
Oh.
look, let's do a dude love pose.
you know, man.
Has to be like gay.
I think that those glasses
Dude
are
love.
yours.
Thank you. They
know,
do suit me.
You get those.
I'm kind of a hippie,
Yeah, you get those.
and
Yes.
they're a little faggy. I like
Those,
it.
those are yours.
Thank you.
I got a keychain because you may lose your keys someday if you don't have
Wanted
this.
dead or alive. Cactus
Let's make
Jack.
Foley's on your keys. Chances are you're losing those.
Yeah, that's right. Someone may steal those because they like him.
Does he have a catchphrase?
Ow, have mercy.
Oh, that.
That, and he also says, bang, bang.
Okay.
And if you forget it,
Yeah.
here's a pin now that you can wear that says, "Ow, have mercy."
I want it to be like you clap. Like, here's what I want the keychain to be. I want it to let you clap, and
Yeah.
it says, "Ow, have mercy," and that's how you find your keys.
That would be, okay, they got to make another box next month. So, like, you should
That's a
let
good
them know
idea.
to make that.
I mean, and then I don't have anything else in here. It's like Spotify stuff. And it's mostly just,
kind of garbage.
I mean, it's just promotional
Is that a
materials.
poster?
Oh, I
Right.
do have a poster.
Oh.
Wanted. Dude, have mercy. The happiest cat in the land. Use caution.
gotta
Extremely
say,
dangerous.
I hated last month's box. Like, I really hated all that stuff.
Right.
Like, and that box is even better than this box. I mean, you got glasses, a poster, the same lapel pin that I
Yeah.
got. I got two things like, two mug things. Like, are you an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Like,
Your box
it-
sucks.
yeah, this box sucks, man.
Kids handled my.
I had a
and-
Michael
and the-
Jackson Thriller.
And the can koozie. Come on, there you go. You can keep your Coke cool in
Can
that.
koo-
No,
Koozie.
no. My can get hot for all I care. I'm gonna. I have this box sucks.
Is that everything? That's
All I
everything
heard
that's
is
in there?
everything.
All I heard is that
There's not a
Jake
toy,
has a hot
nothing.
can.
That is true. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want. I don't want to make me go back and get my high school yearbooks and write about tell you how much people just wrote about how hot my can was.
I wanna
But I'll
see
do
that.
it if I have to
I
prove
believe
it.
it. Were you wearing a headband then?
No, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
I was.
actually,
man.
he
I
was.
actually fucking was, which is
You
crazy.
you guys have known each other that long?
Yeah, I've
32 years now.
Wow.
known him since '85.
We seen each other naked?
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
even though like we did plays and lots of times changing
You
together.
did plays and you didn't see each other naked?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, like,
Actually, you were the one who had more costume changes than I did. I was always usually stuck in one costume, and that was it for the whole play.
You got the
Tight
short
grass
end of
and
the
just
stick.
one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. You were a Renaissance man, Jake.
Yes.
tell me
Jake
something I
Belcher.
don't know.
Jake Belcher, dude.
I'm gonna preen until this segment's over. Okay, guys, I know you have to get out of here because LA traffic is
We're
terrible.
good,
I
we're
would
good.
keep you here if I could. Like,
You can keep us here for one more segment if
I
you
can?
want. Yeah.
Wonderful. Then I'll keep these guys around for one more segment, and we'll come back on the other side, and we'll do some more chicanery. So,
Chicanery.
but before we go to break real quick, tell them how they can find you on like Twitter and that type of stuff.
Every social media platform at
At
Pauly
Pauly
and
and
Monks.
All right, great. So do that on this commercial break, and learn about probably like the world's funniest women. I think that's what the commercial break is this time.
I'm Money B, and you can kiss my ass.
Let me swallow my snot.
That's sexy.
Keep up the good work, Mile Net.
Let me see how I'm gonna come and check out.
No, I love you.
Oh yeah, no cyclocyanabin, the little.
Do you take one? There you go.
Always switching up. Always switching up.
What was that?
It's my wedding band. Jumped out my. Oh my god! I hope it's on Omen. Call my wife.
He keeps moving away.
Hi, I'm Rob Schneider, and you're watching T Hollywood V.
Z Hollywood TV.
Bang. A bang, a bang.
Nailed it.
I start. Hi, I'm Moxie.
And I'm Nicole, and we're the ladies of Suicide Girls Radio, the world's leading BYOB radio show. Pour a glass of your favorite tipple and tune in on Wednesday nights between 8 and 9 p.m. as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of free nipples. Oh, just flash it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? People think flashing your tits is easy, right? And it's actually kind of hard.
You ran from home and you're on the street. You've been ripped off, you've been used, and you could be killed. There is a way out. There is a way off the street. Not tomorrow, but now. Runaway Hotline will get you off the street. Call Runaway Hotline, toll free, anytime, day or night. Runaway Hotline gets your message to those who care. Call now and get off the street.
Ow!
Careful,
Motherfucker, I just pinched the shit out of myself with these headphones on.
Those things can bite. Watch yourself.
That's why you don't take them off during the break.
Right.
You act like a reasonable person, and that's very matrixy. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
I wanted to wear these Queenie sunglasses that you gave me, but I didn't see too well, so I took out the
They're much straighter now. They're much straighter. They're perfect.
Arg! This is a
There we
great
go.
show, Jake.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys here.
There we go. There we go. The pirate look.
Talk you into enduring a little bit worse traffic in a few minutes, so I do appreciate you guys sticking around.
Of course.
So one of the other things we do here on Grand Theft Audio every week is we talk about holidays.
Indeed we do.
We love holidays, man. Today is the 27th.
Yes, it
correct?
is.
27th of July, 2016. These are the things we're supposed to celebrate today. Today is Barbie in a Blender Day.
Okay.
So if you have a Barbie, you should go and throw it in a blender right now and blend it up. If you don't have a Barbie, you should go maybe buy a car and
buy a Barbie.
Drive to like a place that sells Barbies.
And a
Like
place
a
that sells
Barbie
blenders.
doll? Because that's what I first thought.
yeah,
but when
I
I
thought-
thought about it, I thought maybe it's like you barbecue stuff and then you put it in a blender.
Oh,
You know what?
I thought
shrimp
you
on
just
the
took a-
barbie.
I like the outside the box thinking. I'll allow it.
Right, thank you. I'll allow it. If I'm being honest, I definitely want to put a Barbie doll in a blender.
Sure, does that sound great?
We have a
it sounds-
NutriBullet. I'm sure it could do it.
Those things are powerful.
Yeah.
Those are powerful.
They are.
So,
Those RPMs are crazy.
wise investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
But
wise
remember to always
investment.
put the liquid in first so that it blends properly.
Yeah.
Always.
So.
And then, yeah.
Then put the Barbie in.
Right.
yeah.
Today we
Liquid, then
also,
Skipper.
even crazier, today we celebrate Take Your Houseplant for a Walk Day. Like, cause just to give your plant a chance to, see the outside world.
Look
and
at
get a
the
little
other plants that aren't
stroll
around
the
you.
universe.
You can let your plant play Pokemon Go. That would be the purpose.
Yes.
Sure. Have
Yeah.
either of you gotten into the Pokemon Go?
I have.
No.
I have. I enjoy it too much.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I found one in Zena TV studio. I'll show you a picture.
okay,
I haven't.
Good idea. I've. Okay, so I'm kind of playing too a little bit.
I know,
Just-
a little bit.
It's just more
on
of
the DL.
Yeah, it's on the on the Mr. Hughley. Yes.
On the Mr. Hughley.
Yes. I'm playing a little bit. I like to try to find them in like annoying places. So every place I've gone
like,
this week,
like a urinal.
I'd love to shoot one in a urinal. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I'd love to shoot one in a urinal.
Sure, I hadn't even thought about that yet. That sounds great. But I've got them at all the concerts and other things I've been to this week. I like to try to catch them on stage or on people's faces.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in bringing one up and putting him in an inappropriate place than actually like catching him.
Right.
The only reason I'll catch him is so I can move on to another monster to take pictures of.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because this game is sort of taken over, and you can look at people on the street and tell that they're just doing Pokemon Go. But it scares me because I was playing it with a friend one time, and anybody could have come up and like stolen our wallets because we were both staring at the phone in the dark. It was
I
very
would
obvious.
have noticed if someone's
They're
hand went in my
playing Pokemon.
pocket.
Well,
I'd been like, hey, put your hand in front.
What's more valuable than your wallet, though, is the phone itself. Someone could just
Yeah.
walk up, snatch the phone, and book, and all of a sudden you're sitting there freaking out because wait a second, what just the fuck happened?
Don't you have like phone finder? Like have you?
Sure. Okay, but that only works if your phone's on. The first thing you would, if I was to steal somebody's phone, the first thing I'd do is to turn it off.
But then you're living
I don't know,
in
dude.
fear.
I've never learned how to turn anything off. I can only turn things on.
Jake only turns me on.
Yeah.
But then you're living in fear. What I like about Pokemon Go, and I know it has a bad like thing, like Pokemon Go. I think it's like getting people out of the house and people are having fun.
Sure.
Like,
It's also got people driving around playing it while they're driving. I mean,
sure
there's-
does. Here's what I like to do
That's
now.
not good.
This is my Pokemon Go fuck yourself. Like when I'm driving around and I see someone on their phone, like I'll be like, oh, like when they're down, like playing Pokemon Go. You playing Pokemon Go? Just like, even though I know they're texting or doing something else, it's like just implying that they are playing Pokemon Go.
Right.
That's worse than saying, hey, stop fucking texting. Like,
Yeah.
because no one wants to be thought of as playing Pokemon Go. Like, so they're always like, no, I'm doing something else that's just as shitty while I'm driving.
I love it.
A kid in the car.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there
People
was
don't
one story in which the cops pulled over this car that had been driving around this little park area, and there were two girls, teenage girls, who were walking around playing the game themselves. And the cops were like, "What the hell's going on? What's this?" So they lighted up. They thought that this guy was driving around stalking these little girls. No, he just was out for a drive with his son, so his son could follow.
They're all
and they
playing
could, and
Pokemon
all
Go.
playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I think that Pokemon Go is a conspiracy to make us forget about walk around with your houseplant outside day. Right. Because I mean, how does any of this benefit your houseplant? Do you have a houseplant?
I have several houseplants.
Will you commit to going home and walking one of
Not
them
at
outside
all.
today?
Not at all.
Do you
Could
walk,
you?
Do you like? Okay, here's my question: do you hold it and walk with it, or do you put it on some wheels, like on some sort of?
Well, you know what? If I had a little cart that I could pull it, like if I had a little red wagon, maybe
You
I'd be
might
more inclined to do it. But
I think
you
you
see
get a
a lot
lot
of
of ass
because
if you walked around with like a wagon full of plants.
Yeah.
They'd be
Yes.
like, oh man,
it's like
look at
walking
that."
around with
yeah.
a dog, except for it's like an actual gift you might be able
Right.
to give somebody.
Sure.
And you
This
don't
is
have to clean
my
up the poop
plants
after.
are my sidekick. This is hey ladies, how about this? These are my
Hey,
wingmen
ladies.
right here. All these plants.
Have you met Fern?
Another day we're celebrating today that we can also coordinate and roll into walk around with your houseplant day.
Okay.
Today is also walk on stilts day.
What?
You can
Walk on stilts.
I didn't even know it, and I was walking on stilts today.
You did?
Yeah.
Whoa. What type of stilts? There's many different varieties. There's
Oh.
the cans like that you have on the bottom of your feet. With,
Oh
like,
yeah,
rope,
those
like-
those kind.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah.
There's also like the stick
Oh,
with the
look at
little
that
thing
photo.
that sticks out. Like
Yeah, like
I was
those-
never good at that. Type
No,
at
no,
all.
we used to have those at the elementary school that we went to.
Yeah.
and I hated them.
Was
And
there- was
there
there a
were some
circus
kids.
school?
There were some kids who could get it up that top notch and
They
just
were
sit there and
good.
walk around. It's like
How do you do that?
I think I was more
Short
afraid of just
people.
like falling off. Yeah, they were always short
There
people.
were short people.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
human
But
chopsticks.
I've always wanted to try like those ones that you see like in Cirque du Soleil. The ones that
that's
like
just showing off. I mean,
yeah,
that's-
that is. But are you
I
seeing
don't
the ones
even
that
need
they're
hands.
called
I hate her.
drywaller stilts,
Oh, no.
where they're almost like they have a foot at the bottom of them. And you can
Right,
walk.
they kind of go the
Oh.
curve.
Yeah, exactly, and you can actually like walk with them more normally.
like that dude who had his feet cut off and he was in the Olympics.
No,
Yes.
not Tink Tink.
Yeah,
But I
well,
mean, it's the same thing because it gives
Same-
you the same center of gravity
Yeah.
as your body.
Yeah,
So
Those
it's like
look
not
nice.
harder to walk.
Those
that,
look
that
nice.
guy's now in jail. 6 years he's been. They brought him back and resentenced him.
Pistorius.
The one who killed
Pistorius,
his-
yeah,
the
the
one
one
who
who
killed
killed
his
that
Baloney
beautiful.
has a first name. It's Shooter in the Face. No, wait, that's the different Oscar song, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's the Olympics theme song for this year.
oh, sure. Oh man, the Olympics are coming up. I don't know.
I know.
Did you get a Pokemon Go? Have you gotten one at Disneyland yet?
No, but I will tomorrow. I'm sure.
Oh, cool.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow will
that's
be the
cute.
first time I've gone since. it's
yeah,
come
and
out.
you think about that. That is just brilliant on their part because I'm sure Disney would love to say, no, we don't want these in our park. But there's no way of controlling that. It's all part of the game itself. And it's only a matter of time before Disney probably gets their own thing in park.
Right.
So when you're waiting in line for 2 hours to get on Space Mountain,
Genius for marketing.
you'll be able to like, oh, hey, I caught Mickey, or hey,
Yeah.
look, there's Pluto over there.
So I saw a sign that's like for a bar I was passing, and it said Pokemon Go inside. Like they
A
have
rare
a
Pokemon
rare
Go.
Pokemon inside.
Yep.
How does that happen?
It doesn't. They're full of horse shit.
Well, I love them then
okay,
because
well-
that's amazing.
Well, but I think that's what this is going to start driving to is you're going to start to see these companies that are going to be able to buy up advertising with Nintendo and Niantic, who's the company that created this game, and say, okay, how would you like to have people come into your place, and once they utilize your services, they have access to this special Pokemon that'll only be available there. Because I don't know if you've heard, in Japan, McDonald's has already signed a deal with them where all the McDonald's in Japan are going to be gyms where kids can go and train their trainers. Yes,
That's great.
it's a
That's
great
a
way
good idea.
of getting kids in there to get them the Happy Meal and be able to play Pokemon.
It's
Go.
a
Jim and McDonald's is hilarious.
That's fucked up. Because those kids are just gonna eat French fries
Right.
and sit on like a bench.
Yep.
And
Right.
like pretend they're at the gym. Like,
Yep.
This is a terrible idea. Like,
It's a virtual gym.
yeah, this is garbage.
I kind of like it.
It's just raising a generation of little hogs.
Well, some McDonald's here already have like playlands, right? Where they're-
Sure,
they're-
but
they're just
those are
filthy
playlands.
cesspools of
Exactly,
vomit.
but at least they're getting the kids active.
Sure, it's a great
I'm-
place for like creeps to watch children.
Quit talking about me, Jake.
Very popular amongst that group
But
of
you at
people,
least
though.
do it from the hidey hole in the ice cream truck
Yeah,
that
I
you
do
ride
it from
around in,
behind
right?
my number 3
The
combo.
drilled out hidey hole. I'm not sure that's what that thing
Did you
is.
say
Actually,
hidey hole?
I don't know that that's what that is. Hey, we got other holidays we got. Okay, tomorrow. What if you wake up tomorrow and you're like, oh man, I remember those wonderful holidays of yesterday, like
National Walk Around on Stilts Day.
National Walk Around with Your Houseplant Day.
That's right.
There were some wonderful things, but that doesn't help you tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
You know, like so. What are we gonna celebrate tomorrow? I'm just gonna go. Oh, it's Lumberjack Day.
Yes!
Yeah. You got
I
a
feel
proper
like
shirt.
I don't know. We're kind of lumberjackish.
Now this is too
Not
tight.
flannelly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not flannelly enough.
This isn't gonna protect me if like a tree falls on me and like make it just kind of
No.
like
maybe a house
glance
plant.
off.
Maybe a house plant that someone's walking.
Sure, look, God, please don't let that happen to me. I do
I
not
won't.
need to have that happen.
The thing about walking a houseplant on stilts is you need the very tall houseplant.
And then if you don't have a tall house plant, the other house plants will be green with envy.
Oh no!
Oh, please don't tune into our show.
But I do
So
see
what
what
do
you
you
did
do
there.
for Lumberjack Day? Do you eat like a lumberjack special? Like, do you?
Well, it is National Nourishment Day.
No.
So like,
Kill two birds with one stone.
and it's also National Chili Dog Day.
Whoa!
So I think all those things go together. A lumberjack eating a chili dog.
We
and,
need to go
There's
down,
a
we need to go down
fantasy
to
I've
Pink's
always
tomorrow and get
wanted.
ourselves a chili dog.
Yeah, Pink's chili dog is delicious.
They are pretty
yeah.
spectacular.
You're absolutely right. Also for food tomorrow, it's a National Chocolate Milk Day.
Ooh,
Oh my
I
God,
I
chocolate
love
milk.
chocolate
love
milk.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys like? Do you like Nestle Quick? What do you
Sure,
like? Because
sure.
growing up, remember those it was tins, and you had to take that little thing off with a spoon, the little
Right.
chop
Sure.
up, and then it was a
Scooping
a
the powder, yeah.
Sure.
Or are you guys liquid?
The Hershey syrup, that's what I
That's
grew
what
up
you
with. I mean, as a kid, we started off with the can, where you actually had to get like the can over. You pop the big hole and the little hole to let it pour out properly. And then when they introduced the plastic bottle, chocolate syrup did not last in our house more than a couple of days after my mom she would go get the big one from Costco, and that would be gone by the end of the weekend because hey, it's chocolate milk. All right,
I love it.
So good.
Would you even use the milk, or would you just go like?
Sure, every once in a while, but it always was good on ice cream. It was good on any kind of with anything dairy. You just throw it on there, you're fine and good to go.
So good. People that create bottles are like I'm secretly obsessed with people that create bottles because like the people that created the mayonnaise or mustard that you just now turn upside down, whereas before it was like ketchup, like you had to do.
Oh yeah.
And now you get all of it out of the bottle and it just comes right to the end. That's genius.
Thank you, Gravity.
Thanks, Grav.
Yeah, you really did it, man.
National Gravity Day.
In fact, during this next commercial break, Gravity, I want you to like sit back and relax and think about what a great job you've done. In the meantime, for like everybody else, watch these commercials and watch these shows. Maybe right now you can go check out their page and check out some of their episodes and see what type of stuff they do. Because they you've enjoyed them here, go enjoy them there. God, quit being such assholes about it.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically naughty. I'm never politically correct. Dr. Drew, hi. Oh, I'm so.
Hey guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously, if someone like. Because a little groping might be inappropriate, but I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you going to sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m.
Hi, I'm Hanny from Lady Pants, and you're watching the top 10 women who are killing it in comedy. Here's numero 6. Ilana Glazer and Abby Jacobson. They're 28, and they are unafraid to show their fat rolls and their pubes and talk about masturbating and dildos in a way that is absolutely not for men.
Right in the butt.
It's for women, and it's hilarious. They are the American dream of comedy. They flitted around UCB in New York, decided to make a web series. That web series became wildly popular, caught the attention of Amy Poehler and Comedy Central, and voila! They're now in the middle of their 3rd season executive producing, writing, and starring in Broad City, the best female buddy comedy to have graced the tiny silver screen. We predict movie deals and many more amazing things for them in the immediate future.
Here comes number 7.
Those could be just like slamming their vaginas against each other. I don't know. I'm not there.
Scissoring in Hawaii.
Sure, man.
Sure.
Nothing to do after 8 p.m. on Kauai.
Princeville is a beautiful place, but apparently not a lot of nightlife.
I have to say Kauai is my favorite island in Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah,
we
I
are
think we're on.
back here on Grand Theft Audio.
We sure
but
are.
I think that was before it came on. I think what I just said there about
yes
was before the.
Is that the universal symbol for it? Is that what that is?
For I think that's like 2 Spocks saying
That's how they shake hands. Yeah.
I wonder if that's the ASL version, or if that's the ASL terminology.
Okay, so there has to be like.
Well, there has
sex
to be like
words.
scissor, like regular.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's it, but what about the act of scissoring? Like, is it that?
Probably.
I know this.
Do you guys know any sign language at all? Do you know any words?
I know this.
I know
Okay, what does
that.
that one mean?
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's thank you.
means, having sex.
Oh, okay. the one I remember. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
I know. I love you.
Yeah, I love you. Bye for now.
Remember,
Bye for now.
Book.
Oh, I know.
And Bobble.
Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandpa.
I can be
Oh, yeah.
totally wrong, but when I was growing up, there were exactly what you're talking about.
The-
There were these like I don't know what it was.
Almost like PSAs for kids.
Almost like PSAs, and they would always be like, Grandpa,
Yeah.
and then at the very end, they
Yeah,
would show a hand.
that's where I got that. Hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Bophamus.
Useful word. Yes, absolutely. I use hippopotamus all the time.
Yeah. I love it.
Sure, those were good.
He's describing me when he
gay.
does that. What? Gay? Just your mouth open?
He was like, I think that's gay.
That because it's saying really him.
Oh,
Pauly, really?
This is wow.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow for now. Okay,
my friend has this joke. My friend Alex. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sure.
He's a comedian, and he has this joke about oral sex that it just looks like you're saying "wow" if you're giving oral sex to a guy. Cause like wow, 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 and then like,
Sure.
but you can get really like you can be like a really sassy woman and be like wow if it's curved. Never mind. Please cut that out.
Cut that out of your live broadcast. Thank you.
That was worth the interruption, I think.
I'm gonna throw.
You gave me a lot
you.
to think about, man.
Wow.
You gave me a lot to think about there. When I'm watching whatever I'm watching later, I'm just going to keep thinking wow over and over again, I'm sure.
Okay.
You've probably ruined porn.
Never. Porn is never ruined.
You're right.
Yeah.
It can't be. It's
porn can't be
wonderful.
ruined.
No, because if you don't like what you're watching, there's always another clip somewhere else that you
Please.
will.
I think straight porn is pretty hard to ruin also.
Straight porn?
It's pretty hard to ruin also.
Uh,
Look, is there, okay, look, I've wondered this. Is there value to like a gay guy to straight porn? Like, is just seeing a real hard dick working something still good?
I mean, I watch like half and half. I like straight porn. I don't really like women on women because I don't think they're ever like.
Sure, there can't be much value there.
into it. Yeah, there's value to straight porn.
Yeah,
of
there has
course.
to be. You know,
yeah,
like-
I think there's something like sexy about like watching a straight guy too.
Sure, I mean
Yeah.
that totally makes sense. Like,
Yep.
Is there value to you watching gay porn?
Okay, so I'm not really like a big fan of like the actual porn part, like the fucking part. I like the story.
You like
part
the
of it.
lead up, like the mystery?
It honestly, like, a lot of the gay porn story lead up is hilarious.
Hey, I brought you a pizza.
There's no, I mean, it's so beyond not caring about the acting. Like it's very it's
not
very
even like
acting.
it's not even like porn acting. It's just ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, I mean, it's well known that for guys, we're very visual. It's all about seeing the stuff going on. If you're watching straight porn with your girl, you know, there's got to be something else just than that, because she's not interested. As long as there's a little bit of a storyline that she can follow with it and then get into it.
right.
And I just thought of a gay porn scenario that has value in it to me. So there's this porn site that's like, oh, this is too bad. There's this porn site where they like trick a guy into getting like a glory hole blowjob that he thinks a girl's behind the other side, but it's like really a guy on the other
Sure.
side.
Yeah.
And
They do one of those in a bus too. I've seen that one.
Yeah, those are pretty entertaining.
Yeah, 'cause
So
Pauly-
it's like punked meets porn.
Yeah. It's
So, like,
punch porn.
Those are pretty entertaining. I mean, if that situation happened, like you just have to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's halfway over.
You know what I really love? What I really love the porn story
Yeah.
is when they actually can act. And I'm a little caught off guard, which rarely happens, but it does happen.
Sure.
You're like,
So-
oh, that guy's pretty good.
Sometimes you're like, oh, is this real?
Yeah, is this a real movie?
Yeah, could this actually
Am I
be
watching
happening?
Netflix right now?
yeah,
Turner Movie
So
Classics?
yes, I found some value.
Because I'm
in
always
gay
confused by the bang bus. I always sit there. Those are girls that they're really just picking up on the side of the road, and they just agree to have sex in the back of the bus.
No, the bang bus is a thing that's like, there's a straight guy, and then there's some topless girl, and she's like, oh, you're so cute, put on this blindfold. And then, like, they do a bait and switch, and it's a dude, and then he takes off the blindfold. He's like, what? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Then that's a different bang bus than I'm used to watching. Because mine is usually where they're guys like,
There's two
hey,
versions.
can we offer you a ride? Well, you know, and then they convince them that they're going to pay them and drop them off where they're supposed to. And then after they're done with the girls, they let them out. And then they drive off and hold on to the money, and then the girls act like they're all angry because they've just been fucked and left on the side of the road.
Duped. I think mine's called bait bus, not bang bus.
I think
So
you're
that's
right.
what- yeah.
Yeah.
Duped.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure we
Okay,
get
so-
our sponsors correct.
So hilarious. Bait, but like, it never ends with like the guy going like, no, stop.
No, it never ends like
it's
that.
never ended that way. I'm like, I really like this other site. It's called Net Video Girls. Kind of the same idea. They get a girl and they do whatever they do. But anyways,
You have to suspend your disbelief on
But
those.
in that version, sex doesn't always happen. The girl walks out. Like sometimes, like the girl grows morals in the middle of it, and she like leaves. You know, and that's the best. I'm like, that's wonderful. I love it when that guy doesn't get laid. Like,
But that's the fantasy of somebody like being rejected, right?
Sure, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But it's like someone else. Like it doesn't crush my my self confidence.
No,
so
you're
like
gonna watch another one afterwards.
Sure, but like Bait Bus, I've never found the guy who's like, don't, man. Like I'm this close to coming, but I want you to stop right now.
That never happens.
Never.
I would say mostly those guys are gay, but you have to suspend your disbelief for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Mhm.
That's true.
Especially when they get the ones at the end where they're like, "So, what'd you think? Would you let another guy do this to you?" It's like, "Yeah, I guess."
Guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that part of it?
I've seen ones like where it
I've
ends
never
like
made
that.
it to the end, so I don't know.
Or sometimes when the girl's topless, they're almost like not looking at her, like ew, and then but they just want the
that girl's
guy.
gotta kind of have some. I mean, suspending disbelief. Like that girl's gotta have some kind of like fucked up morals, like where she thinks that she's tricking guys into like having gay experiences.
I don't know. I mean, you could be a sex worker
I did
with
see one in
morals.
which the dude couldn't get it up, and he was so embarrassed by it that he actually had them pull over the van, and he just took off.
Really?
And it was just a big laugh at the end for everybody because he just couldn't get his dick up to fuck this girl.
Do you think sex work makes you immoral?
No, I think it's probably okay. I've had different experiences in the porn universe. Like one of the first girls I was ever with ended up becoming a porn actress, and I was like her bodyguard on set to make sure that like things were cool.
You're like the Kevin Costner of the porn world.
But when I carried her out, that's a show for a different episode. Like, there's not enough time for that. Like, and we're trying to be dignified and nice.
The porn I'd like to see is just you on set, like
that went out the window about 10 minutes ago. When we got into the whole porn thing in the first place. Dignified.
This whole thing's been.
My favorite thing is that before we came on, we're like, as long as we keep it PG-13.
And I think that we've done a good job.
I think we have kept it PG-13.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, honestly, like I don't think there's been like
Because there's plenty of 13-year-olds who are sitting at home watching porn right now.
Yeah.
Trump. What?
Yeah, the internet exists.
Oh yeah, it does.
I promise that's not the worst thing they're watching.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're watching Trump. Trump.
We didn't do anything bad. Everything was just fine here.
It was PG-13.
Yeah, that's right. Everything was just fine. We're down to our final 2 minutes.
No.
How can people learn more about you guys?
You can go to zinna.tv and check out all of our archives, and you can go everywhere on social media at Pauly and Monks. It's Pauly with a Y.
We got some fun guests coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we have Sherry Som, who's the mom on The Fosters, coming up. We have Broadway actress Tracy Toms. We have some RuPaul's Drag Race girls. So, yeah, check out our shows.
And the show that you recorded, that you did today, was that out streaming live today?
Yeah, that was out
And
today.
then is it going to fall into its usual slot for anybody who might have missed it?
I'm
or
not
who'd
sure
like
if
to go back and watch it a second time?
I'm not sure if they're going to run it in our usual slot, but it's
Okay.
always going to be, it'll be available
least
indefinitely.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
that's as important as it used to be because it's so easy to watch everything all the
Right.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
it's
demand.
true.
It's indefinite on zinna.tv.
Oh, who knows? You might have fans who are sitting there going, "They're not live. This has already happened. What is wrong? How did I miss it?"
I'm hoping they play it during a regular time.
Sure, but I hope that your fans are emotionally mature enough to handle it if
They'll know.
that doesn't happen.
Don't you think most people watch archived?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think they do,
Yeah.
man. You know.
Yeah.
It's all
I definitely
available.
do.
Yeah, because when you're watching live, I mean, who's got the lotion?
I mean,
but when you're watching later,
unless Jake's on set, you have
it's
to look for it.
fucking Lotion City. Brant, where can people?
You
do
can
whatever
find
they
me
do?
on Facebook, Brant Thoman there, and I've got at Brant Thoman for one of apparently 3 Twitter handles that I didn't realize I had gone through. And because I've got Raisin Brant, and I forget what the other
Raisin
one was.
Brant.
Dude, you got
Raisin
them all,
Brant.
man. You got them all. You're half Twitter.
And he has a
Yep.
cool watch and a pen in his pocket.
Yes,
Whoa.
gotta look good when you're out pounding the pavement looking for work. So.
Gotcha.
For me, what I want you to do, I want you to go to jakesshow.com. Like every day. Make it your new homepage. It's where you can find out everything about me and what I'm doing all the time. Like, you probably this show. You may be watching it right now on Jake's show. If you are, ignore this part because you've already found the site. But everybody else, learn from those people who are already watching here, man. Like, their lives are a little bit better than yours. And, you should try to grow. Personal growth, feeling better about things. Just go to Jake's show every day. Like, if it's like 9 in the morning and you're on the internet, go to jakesshow.com. If it's 10 in the morning, you should go to jakesshow.com. If it's 11 in the morning, you should go to jakesshow.com. If it's 12 at noon, that's right. You thought I was going to say morning, but no, noon is afternoon. You should go to jakesshow.com. 1 p.m.?
jakeshow.com.
That's right. 2 p.m.?
Jake's plural.
JakeShow.com.
Yeah. 3 p.m.?
jakeshow.com.
Okay,
Are you sure it's not Jake's
Hey,
How?
look, if he messes up like that again and says anything that doesn't sound like Jake's show, I want his mic cut instantly.
Are you sure it's not Jake's How?
There's 2 S's.
It's Jake's.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there were 2 S's. See?
Cut his mic! I don't need this type of derision.
How do you know our listeners didn't know?
Jake's just right, man. They can barely hear you.
I have
in
a
the
funny
background.
story about that. There's
Yeah?
a new show called Plus This on Zenna TV, and it was originally, and I'm producing it. There was a shit.
Oh, is that why?
It was gonna be called Big Girls Have Sex, but when we were getting the domain, it was Big Girl Shaves X.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So now it's Plus This.
Okay, so you guys get the message, right? If it's 4 o'clock, jakesshow.com.
5?
jakesshow.com.
6 o'clock sensible dinner time.
jakesshow.com. 7.
jakeshow.com.
That will bring
8.
us back to 8.
jakesshow.com. jakesshow.com. I mean, honestly, I don't know why you're not doing it right now. I mean,
what's the name of that website?
jakesshow.com.
Oh.
I mean, just go to it, man. Like, yeah, no, I didn't mean them. But, you know, like, yeah, you should go to it too, man. Like, learn all about me. Like, it literally, it's your one-stop shop for everything that you ever need to know about 9 p.m.
You need a theme song like jakeshow.com, jakeshow.com.
Don't show your mom that you're on jakeshow.com.
Don't show your mom.
Yeah,
Don't show your mom that you're on jakeshow.com.
Hey, you found
Jake
him.
Show.
That's it. That's Jake's show. And you can find not only these episodes, but you can also find, like, my unboxing videos and all the other
I love
stuff
unboxing
that I do. So, okay, you can contact Jake or don't. Really, it's your choice.
I mean, don't tell your mom that you're on jakeshow.com.
Your it's is missing an apostrophe.
Oh, you know what, man? Who says that I did this? I have a wealth of Koreans.
You need to get your money back from those Koreans if you're paying them to do this, man.
Do they make the barbecue?
These don't. I didn't want them to be distracted.
Okay.
Their whole thing should be 10 o'clock. It's jakesshow.com. Like, whatever time of day it is, that's really should be where you're going. Like, it has everything. Are you a big Justin Bieber fan? jakesshow.com. That's everything, guys. I would really appreciate it, though, if you watch their show also.
We would, too. Thank you.
So,
Thanks, guys.
So go do that.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, we will be back next week with a bunch of other stuff. And I think I'm going to fire my booker.
No, give him one little out. Like,
I don't know, man. The
How many do we have to give him?
Yeah.
How many do we have to give him?
Fired. jakeshow.com.
jakeshow.com.
Go there to find out if we fired him or not.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching us on Zenna.tv, the name that will stand the test of time.
You ran from home and you're on the street. You've been ripped off, you've been used, and you could be killed. There is a way out. There is a way off the street. Not tomorrow, but now. Runaway Hotline will get you off the street. Call Runaway Hotline, toll free, anytime, day or night. Runaway Hotline gets your message to those who care. Call now and get off the street.